See a scenario where I put a small bet. I put, say, $100 on decision Munguia to get back how much? 800? 700?
700.
Mookie ain't knocking out no damn Canelo. Triple G ain't never. Triple G couldn't even hurt Canelo. That dude got the best chin in the business, bruh. He ain't knocking out no Canelo, and he ain't gonna have no chin over freaking night. He got a chin.
Boxing pros have just revealed their predictions for the Canelo Alvarez versus Jaime Munguia fight. The upcoming showdown has been painted as a one-sided affair, with the odds heavily favoring the reigning champion. However, those who dabble in betting understand that things aren't always as they seem. Teddy Atlas, a venerable figure in the boxing world, is among those who caution against underestimating Munguia too hastily.
Alvarez is the golden goose. Alvarez brings the money, brings the pay-per-view. Alvarez gets his way. He gets to choose what he wants. He's that guy because he brings this, right? De Niro, mucho. So he picked Munguia. Munguia didn't pick him. That's all you need to know. He picked Munguia. And his people picked him for a reason.
Alvarez made the bold choice to square off against Munguia rather than the formidable David Benavidez, a decision that left many fans disheartened. Benavidez had been clamoring for a showdown with Canelo, steadily honing his skills with each bout. Nevertheless, Jaime Munguia, at the age of 27, boasts an impressive 11-year career, having stepped into the ring 43 times and emerged victorious in all 43 bouts. Teddy Atlas isn't off base in his assessment that Munguia possesses more than just the typical puncher's shot at victory. Atlas delved into the upcoming bout, igniting speculation about a potential upset and outlining plausible scenarios for its occurrence. Atlas said that if Munguia were able to survive that, and if he were able to get through that and be able to last rounds, and as he said, control the outside with his reach with his jab, there was a scenario where Munguia could win a decision against Canelo.
Get through that and be able to last rounds and, like I said, control the outside with his reach, with his jab. There's a scenario. And where Canelo gets a little old, there's a scenario. And I'm admitting that. I'm putting that right out there. Where Munguia could win a decision.
Well, Munguia by decision will get you plus 700.
I am saying it according to these props. When there's props, you have to adjust to what the props are. You have to make your picks, your handicapping appropriate to the props, adjusted to the props. I'm telling you, I think Canelo wins the fight. So that's clear. I'm saying I think Canelo wins. But I would take a small wage on Munguia, saying it's worth a shot. If they're going to give me plus 700, if he could pull off, if he could survive getting hurt, if he could, his chin holds up, if he could fight smart enough on the outside with his reach.
Teddy Atlas also suggests that while Canelo Alvarez is formidable, he may have some defensive vulnerabilities. Despite his confidence in Alvarez's ability to defeat Jaime Munguia, Atlas emphasizes that Munguia shouldn't be underestimated. Atlas highlights that if Munguia effectively utilizes his reach and jab to dictate the distance, he could potentially shift the dynamics of the bout in his favor.
A little bit. He's still a top guy, but he's showing a little signs of slippage. Maybe he showed it when he wasn't up for the fight. Maybe that was it. He fought Ryder from England, and he didn't look great. And Ryder's a tough guy, and he maybe a couple years earlier, Ryder wouldn't have went the distance. But Ryder's a tough guy. He's a legitimate guy. But I still thought Alvarez should have done better with Ryder, handled him a little better. And either he showed slippage in that fight, or he wasn't up for it. And that's
This scenario could pave the way for his triumph through a decision reminiscent of Ryan Garcia's recent win over Devin Haney. Garcia's remarkable victory garnered admiration from Alvarez himself, who had nothing but commendation for King Rye's achievement. Canelo and Ryan's past was marked by strife, but it appears they've smoothed things over after Garcia's victory over Haney. The undisputed super middleweight champion Ion honored him with recognition in a YouTube interview with Fight Hype. He claimed that Garcia was the most gifted person in his division. He said with that mentality, he can fight anyone and beat anyone. I'm surprised, but I'm not, because I know the talent Ryan has, so he did really good, and I'm happy for him. Timothy Bradley has also shared his opinions on the upcoming fight. While Munguia comes into the fight with confidence, Bradley, a former world champion himself, is unable to look past Canelo. He said, "I think Canelo beats him, and I think he beats him handily. Siri Duravian was able to get in Mia's behind. And some people even thought Davinchenko beat Mia. You've got a guy as smart as Canelo who can land that boom. That's what it is." Alvarez, hailed as a titan among contemporary boxers, proudly grasps the crowns of all 4 prestigious super middleweight championships. Meanwhile, Munguia stands undefeated with an impeccable tally of 43 victories in as many bouts. Yet he now confronts a formidable ascent in his competitive journey. Canelo's seasoned expertise and illustrious history of triumphs against top-tier adversaries firmly establish him as the frontrunner in this impending class. While Canelo is widely anticipated to deliver a commanding performance, Oscar de la Hoya, Mia's promoter, hints at an alternative scenario. Head of Golden Boy Promotions and Mia's promoter de la Hoya voiced confidence in his fighter's chances despite the odds. During a recent interview on Fight Hub TV's YouTube channel, de la Hoya discussed the forthcoming bout, emphasizing Mia's vibrant energy and capacity to pose a threat to the seasoned champion. De la Hoya mentioned that concerning him, there was a lot of energy, the youth, comparing it to an old horse and a young thoroughbred. He suggested that it could be a long night for Canelo if Munguia remained disciplined and stuck to his game plan completely.
You know, a lot of punching and punches and bunches. You know, a lot of energy, the youth. You know, the old horse, the young thoroughbred. It can be a long night for Canelo if Jaime is disciplined 100% with his game plan.
As Canelo Alvarez is gearing up to protect his undisputed super middleweight title against compatriot Jaime Munguia on May 4th, DraftKings' report indicates that Canelo strides into the ring as the clear frontrunner. He boasts odds of -525 in his favor, while Munguia finds himself positioned as a considerable underdog with odds of +380 stacked against him. However, John Ryder believes that in order to defeat Munguia, Canelo will need to rally from behind. Alvarez, formerly backed by de la Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions, maintains a notable edge as he steps into what might be one of his last battles in a storied career. Ryder, who recently faced him, acknowledges the allure of a potential showdown and the danger posed by Munguia. Ryder hung up his gloves in January, bowing out after a 9-round bout with Munguia, who managed to halt his momentum just prior. Ryder had showcased remarkable endurance against Alvarez during the Cinco de Mayo weekend in 2023. Ryder remarked that the improvements Munguia made from the Sergey-Devianchenko fight under the guidance of Freddie Roach to facing him were impressive. He admitted that he believed the Canelo fight had taken more out of him than he initially realized. Ryder said, "I do think the Canelo fight took a lot out of me, and more than I realized at the time. But I still felt I was going in there in great nick and was going to do a job. Mia took that away from me and put me down more than I've ever been put down, and ultimately stopped me." Ryder further added that the accumulation of punches thrown by Munguia is notably high, emphasizing his high work rate and punch output. In contrast, Canelo is more measured and sensible in his approach, carefully selecting his shots and ensuring their effectiveness. Ryder added, "Canelo's not. He's very sensible. He picks his shots well. He doesn't waste nothing what he throws. He knows he's going to land, whereas Mia's more volume, but he's got more snap than Canelo. Canelo's a real throwing puncher, whereas Mia's got that pop bang." However, Ryder also acknowledged that Canelo's punch accuracy is exceptionally high despite giving opponents indications of his impending shots, which might lead them to believe they can evade them. Canelo still manages to connect with force. According to Ryder, he'll give you the sign that he's going to throw the shot, and you think, "Right, I can see this coming," and you evade a few, but he's going to hit you, and he's going to land, and it's going to be hard. Everything's going to be behind that shot. He does take his toll on people down the line. Ryder further commented that it's a fantastic opportunity for Munguia. He noted the underlying tension between de la Hoya and Canelo, which could add intrigue to the fight we build up. Despite acknowledging Mia's deserving shot at the title, Ryder predicted a victory for Canelo. He added, "It's a great opportunity. Obviously, there's a bit of needle there with de la Hoya and Canelo, so that might be the more interesting sell on the fight week. Mia's a willing participant. He did a number on me. He truly deserves his crack. But I think Canelo wins." Ryder anticipated a closely contested match, suggesting that Mia might take an early lead, possibly winning the first 3 or 4 rounds. However, Ryder believed that Canelo would gradually assert his dominance in the latter half of the fight. He said, "I think it'll be close. Munguia will get off to a good start. Might even go 3 or 4 rounds up, maybe, but I think Canelo will come on strong in the second half of the fight and make it his own. He's too accurate, and he's got the lasting effect in his shots. He'll grind Munguia down. And I don't think he'll stop him, but I think he'll beat him on points, while consensus among numerous experts suggests that the upcoming night won't be a walk in the park for Canelo. His extensive tenure of over 10 years at the pinnacle of global boxing affirms his readiness for the challenge. Among those who express unwavering faith in Alvarez's prowess stands Leonard Ellerbe, CEO of Mayweather Promotions, renowned for his astute predictions in the realm of upcoming bouts. In the upcoming clash featuring the Mexican contender, it's called caution that the reigning undisputed super middleweight champion intends to impart a profound lesson to his youthful adversary on what it truly entails